Do you enjoy T-Pain? Because I found the best Christmas song you have never heard. I would be so surprised if you have heard this song. It has changed. It has changed the Christmas music game, and it's been slept on for way too long. I am attaching it here. There's no spiritual meaning to this song. This is purely the best Christmas song I've ever heard. If you like T-Pain and you like the Kool-Aid Man, you're gonna fall in love with this song. No questions. Just go watch. Anyways, I have a new thing I'm gonna start doing with my readings every single beginning. One of my best friends, Bree, she taught me about the beautiful power of calling in angels, guides, ancestors, etc. by ringing the bell. She has a beautiful bell, and she inspired me and gave me the idea of getting a gong. You guys should go check her out. She's phenomenal. Many of our collectives are intertwined. Today's reading, you already know what it's about. You already know what it's about. It's about love. It's the holiday times. It's festive, everybody. So, this feels safe as well. This doesn't feel like something mundane. Doesn't feel like something that's new either. This is a deep soul connection. You're either in partnership together right now, or you're right there about to be in partnership together. But you've met, they're saying you met your match a long time ago. It was just right person, wrong time. You found your way back to each other. Wow. So yeah, this is safe. This is high vibrational. You're gonna have an amazing new year. That's what they're stating with this person. The cards are going to further explain what's going to happen before the new year is here. This dynamic, this soul tie, where is your connection going before 2024 is here? Oh, I accidentally I lit the back of it. There's a reason for that, as above so below. Very interesting. It's like no matter what, you two were tied to come back together. Y'all separated for further growth. There is no way you would be the person you are now if it wasn't for the fact that you two separated at some point. I've never seen divine counterparts not separate at least one time for further growth. I've seen that divine counterparts can separate anywhere between 1 to 3. And I'm saying it like that because, I mean, it's pretty intense to get past 3. At the max I've ever seen is a separation is 1 to 4 times. And they could be spans of either anywhere 9 months to about 4 years. With a certain cluster. Another cluster, the ones individuals who met their divine, and you're about over the age, I would say, of 50. A lot of you in that cluster have spent at least 20 years apart from your divine, because you grew up in a time where you weren't fully allowed to understand your happiness was of full importance. You spent a lot of your time sacrificing. You don't got to do that anymore. This person and you were written in the stars. We're going to be using Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Beautiful. Beautiful. So both of you could be of the macabre type of aesthetic, and or one of you is a dark type of aesthetic. I do feel like a light and a dark, white heart, black heartness to you two. So there could be almost this sense of opposites attract. Individuals of the past used to snark at your connection. Possibly there could have been disapproval. It's like a Romeo and Juliet type of vibe. But the thing is see, Romeo and Juliet For the ones of you here, which I'm sure as most of us have read, experienced that story, they don't end up staying alive. But there was a version written by his wife where, what if Juliet hadn't died? That easy of a decision to alter a timeline, of seeing the full picture. You two almost hit the timeline of not being together. A timeline where there would have been kind of a sense of no return. Because you released the need to push. You trust in divine timing, and that's why you see, this could have, if this would have continued forward, your bullheadedness, your ability to not at that point in your life think before do, would have put both of you in sticky situations. And this person had a lot of self-findance to do. We know who this is. We've identified your person. Now we're going to get into the cards explaining what's forming within your connection before 2024 is here. This person's wanted to speak with you. This person's wanted a new beginning with you since last Christmas. They thought about you last Christmas. You felt it. You thought about them. There was notes. There was things left by spirit, synchronizations that you have always been on each other's mind. A big portion of you have already overcame this separation. I have a cluster that's together. You have manifested into each other's life. Dragons are extreme forward movement. I'm saying dragons. I'm saying dragonflies as well. Right now, that unhappiness, that stagnation that was keeping you two apart did not win. Other individuals' words, mindsets, frames of thinking have been plucked out of the existence. You see, both of you realized the only thing getting in the way of me talking to you, presenting this offer, is fear. Is fear of a what if. We have been separated for so long. And there is nobody else that has pulled on my heart like this. Do not get me wrong, I have felt many forms of love. I have been infatuated and cared for many people before you, after you. And that means more than just sexual. That means more than just even romantic intimacy. You've loved and hurt and continued forward since the day you met this person. The strength they see in you, they love your dark side, is what I'm hearing. It's not that you're this evil being at all, okay? Don't take it like that. You have a dark inner demon that you have at bay at all times. People can feel it. They can feel that you choose. People can feel it. They can feel that you choose to be this kind, generous, loving, understanding source. That you don't shy away. You don't shy away. You see, this individual, if you aren't already in communication, they have an extreme amount of good news to send to you and tell you. I believe that this person you met during the young part of your life is not even who is in that vessel anymore. You see, you two always saw your highest versions. You didn't realize it, but that's who you always saw. You guys kind of don't even remember. You can't pick at the point in your mind when you first truly met each other. It was just like Like you can remember if it was at school you met them, or at a job, or a party, whatever it was. You can pinpoint the time frame, the year, the month even, but not the actual moment. It's like you always knew each other. There was always this comfort. This is like one person you never ceased to chase. If you two wouldn't have separated, like, there would have been no expansion, nothing to drive you to this next point. You both had been complacent in life. What you have to share now, you're in control of your finances. Both of you are living in your careers, your dreams. The time you two have spent with each other has turned everything around. There was a sense of the feminine thinking the masculine wanted nothing to do with them for so long, and that is so false. The masculine had to put this wall up for both of you because they knew if you stayed together, if they stayed in your life, they would just be enabling an immaturity that needed to be shed within both of you. The hidden truth is they did not really want to leave your life ever. And this is something, if you haven't already talked about, a conversation that's going to be here before 2024. There's a whole new beginning. The third party dynamics, in more ways than one, that were being a poison to this connection, have moved themselves out of course. I almost see fresh cut grass. And with me seeing that, it's almost as if two of people have decided to not even clean a slate, but rebuild. These next couple of weeks, until 2024 is here, you're going to be building a lot of memories. I sense being almost, well, you're going to be gifted a candle for sure. This masculine is going to ask what scents you like if they don't already know. They're going to be gifting you little trinkets about the day you met. It's very specific. Whoever the masculine is very much learned from their past mistakes. They're a mature source now. They still have that kid-like nature, that safety, that bubble for you, but they got their head on straight. There's no more distractions. I sense some forward movement needing to be presented on the female side or the feminine side to this masculine, not stating take on the role of the masculine and you have to do all this big forward movement. The masculine needs the ball put back in their court, and then there's going to be this full takeoff. If you are already in each other's lives, that means that this masculine has taken that head on, and you're seeing it. You're seeing right now this change. They're taking direction. They're making plans. They're speaking up. If your masculine hasn't reached out to you yet, and this is resonating, and I'm going to say this again, this was not a narcissistic, extremely, undeniably toxic, abusive type of dynamic at all. This is not your reading, okay? This is a reading for a couple who are young, and they made understandable mistakes for being a human growing, but they didn't tip over that line of no turning back. And you separate for further growth, and you actually never even said really bye to each other. The last time you saw each other, you didn't say the words goodbye. These are some very specific details I need you to understand, okay? Because I don't tell people to reach out. I am very much attraction. But part of law of attraction is knowing when the ball's in your court. Because if you don't take a leap at that point, then you're being stagnant to your own law of attraction. You can't expect them to give you all these opportunities, present something in front of you, and if you do absolutely nothing and expect it all to be given to you or presented all to you, that's like asking, it's like an actor asking for their dream role and then going there and just standing and not doing anything. Or a chef getting the 5-star restaurant that they've been wanting to work at, and they just stand in the kitchen and do nothing. It's go time. You gotta ring. It's go time, baby. You gotta ring the bell. This will put the ball back in the court and even the events. A masculine's waiting for a sense of approval, but the approval's not actually a verbal thing. It's like a emotional approval, because what I sense is there could have been a misunderstanding, but this masculine absolutely has tried to reach out to you before. And you could have ignored it, and that's another reason why now they won't reach back out again, because they don't even know you want them in their life. You want them in your life. Wow. Yeah, I got 2 clusters right here. I'm telling you, the ones that are already in communication, the ones that are right about to be there. This is your confirmation for the ones that are right about to be there. The feminines listening that have been in this hunch of, I need to say something. Okay, let's further on. Yeah, both of you have a complete understanding that this is a past life connection that is forming now. This is a past life connection, but you're in a lifetime of fruition together. This is not to be in a state of nostalgia. You're both determined to see the way forward and have this conversation of one thing that's being kept under the rug right now. The balcony. I'm really seeing the Romeo Juliet. It was like a clashing of families and etc. They needed to make sure that they weren't just missing your touch. And they see the thing they missed about you so much was that protection. That protection, that barrier they felt. You were more than a helping hand. You made them feel free. You do make them feel free to be themselves. Right now, I see so much pure, true intentions and taking responsibility from this masculine. And I don't say it lightly about how this person, is thinking of you as we speak and wants to speak with you right now, but is waiting for some form of, even if it's the slightest hint that you want to be in their life. That is what is being waited for. So, for the ones of you here that are already in communication, before December is over, before 2024 is here, you're going to have been intimate, and there's going to be this liberation. You're going to be right on track. That conversation completed. X marks the spot. There are no third-party dynamics that are going to get in the way of this. You have reasonable precautions, but the thing is both sides of this family are going to understand, all parties involved, this is my person and you are to respect them. You don't have to like each other, but you do have to respect each other. And guess what? My person would love for all of us to get along. My person would love to get to know you, but you have to open up the door for them. And if you close that door, you're closing the door on me. Because it's gone to the point where this person understands picking you is picking their happiness. Nobody has matched you. And it's not about a match. Nobody has aligned with their soul the way yours has. It's like a key to a lock. You can have it almost fit, but it's not going to open it. For the ones of you here who have not had communication yet, you follow that intuition. You make that hint, that hunch, that whatever, however it resonates to your person. Watch the spiritual alchemy come back, the transfer, as above, so below. You light that flame, they're going to light that. This is worth, this masculine is willing to go the journey for you. Because they understand themselves enough to know that they're not chasing you or making themselves have anything fit. You were meant to be in their life. And they're not changing their mind. All right? That is what I have for y'all today. Festive times are here. We're going to continue the cheer. All right? All right. Let's get it.